So, yesterday was one of those sessions where the market kind of woke up again. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday morning, December 3rd, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. U.S. stocks moved higher yesterday, recovering from that shaky start to December. The Standard & Poor's 500 climbed about 0.3%, the Nasdaq Composite added roughly 0.6%, and the Dow gained around 0.4%. Apple closed at another record high, which definitely helped keep tech in the spotlight. Now, what we saw yesterday was basically investors shaking off the risk-off mood that dominated the day before. That dip had broken a 5-day winning streak for all three major indexes, and raised the question of whether December, usually a strong month, would cooperate this time. So far, sentiment is trying to bounce back. Crypto was also on fire. Bitcoin traded above $91,000, snapping out of its weeks-long slump in its strongest day since April. That was a big shift from Monday, when it dropped toward $84,000 in its worst session since March. Crypto-related names like Coinbase and Robinhood also rebounded after taking hits the day before. Investors are still watching for any real catalyst that could spark a late-year rally, especially with ongoing worries about inflation, stretched valuations, and whether all this spending on artificial intelligence will actually pay off. At the same time, expectations for Federal Reserve easing have jumped. Markets are now pricing in an 87% chance of a rate cut on December 10th, which is a major jump from mid-November. All eyes are on the 2-day Fed meeting coming up next week. On the earnings side, Marvel was set to report results after the close along with CrowdStrike and Okta. And we already got the numbers from CrowdStrike. Revenue for the third quarter rose 22% year-over-year to reach $1.2 billion. Experts highlighted record new annual recurring revenue of $265 million, up 73% year-over-year, bringing total ARR to $4.92 billion. So overall, a pretty lively day across markets. Let's see if momentum carries into today. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.